To clean the slicer, you'll need to grab the toolbox out of the cupboard in the laundry room, a bucket of hot soapy water. You'll need the dish cradle, a little pan to put in the loose parts, and an extra soft cloth to hold on to the blade. You want to make sure that the piece of equipment is unplugged and then start disassembling it. You'll first want to remove the part that holds the meat in place. And you can put that into the dish cradle as it goes right into the dish machine. Then I like to keep all of my parts that don't go through the dish machine in a little container so you don't lose them. Then the blade cover here comes off by removing this nut on top. And this can go through the dish machine as well. This is the blade cover, and it's very sharp. On the left-hand side, it just has another part that holds it on. Just remove that. And then just make sure there's a little finger guard here, and you can just grab onto that, and this can go through the dish machine. And then to take the blade off, you just need a flathead screwdriver, and there are 3 screws, and you just want to hold on to the blade with a thickness of cloth so that you don't cut yourself. And remove the 3 screws. And this entire blade comes off and can also go through the dish machine. And then you sometimes might need a wrench or vice grips to remove. Sometimes they're just finger tight. Yep, these come right off. And you'll just remove the nut and washer from each side. And those go into the other hand. And then this part here gets removed. Parts can go back to the dish machine and be scrubbed and ran through the dishwasher. And then lots of this area here just needs to be hand sanitized with hot soapy water. Making sure that the area here that catches a lot of the juice that drips down in there, that gets scrubbed really good. All around where people use their hands to adjust the blade, that gets kind of dirty. And then sometimes I just take either a spatula or whatever you have, and if there's any food or drips inside this, you can just move that aside and wipe either side of that. And then you'll just need to reassemble after your parts get out of the dish machine. Parts have been ran through the dish machine and you've cleaned the base itself. You want to reassemble by first putting on the blade. So just make sure that you're again using a soft cloth to hold that on there, and then put the screws back in. The blade should go on first. On is this piece here, and what you want to make sure is that it's pulled all the way back towards you, not stuffed up against the blade. And then the washer and that go on either side. And you can just do those finger tight. Again, making sure it's pulled as close to you as possible. Then this blade cover goes on next. You just want to make sure you put the rod through, and then make sure that this piece over here lines up, touching this, and then this piece has the handguard there. This is the trickiest piece to put on. This is a blade guard that covers here as well as covering the sharpening attachment. So you just kind of have to make sure that it's lined up. It is a slight bit of trick to get each of the holes lined up just right. And then you want to make sure that this is not resting on the blade. So you want to make sure that that's off. And just tighten this down, making sure that the blade does not rub on the cover. And then the last piece to go on is the cradle that holds feet. And it just slides down. And then you have to line up this screw here. And just tighten that. And then make sure an instructor checks you out of the whole unit and wipe the counter around it.